Okay, so sorry about this guys, but the video didn't pick up any of the audio for some reason. It was my first test using the GoPro to film, and apparently it didn't work very well. So here's the rod holder that I'm going to be installing. The bottom part of it was wide open, so if you install it onto your kayak, that bottom part right there would have let in water, so I covered it with some industrial duct tape and some tuck tape, super sticky red stuff, and then that'll prevent it from filling up with water when the kayak flips over. Okay, so what you see me doing here is trying to center up where I want this rod mount to be. It's got 4 holes to be drilled into it, so I'm going to line it up where I want it. I got a Sharpie here, and I'm just going to mark out the 4 corners where the screws are supposed to go. This will help me get a center mark when I decide to use the hole saw on it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now that I got my 4 marks, what we're going to be doing is marking lines from corner to corner to figure out where exactly our center mark is. It's a good idea because you want that hole to be dead center. You don't want to screw this up, you only have one chance to do it. I have my dad hold the paper here and just use it as a makeshift ruler so I can mark out these lines. And there's our center point right there where we're going to be drilling. Okay, now that we've got our center mark marked out, we're going to start drilling. You're going to want to make sure that your drill for when you do this is held at exactly 90 degrees so that hole is nice and straight and your rod holder doesn't go in and sit crooked in the plastic. This kind of plastic's really tough, so you don't really have to worry about cracks or anything like that. Just make sure you're holding that at exactly 90 degrees. Start out the hole and then just fly right through, and it should go through like butter. Just make sure you're holding it at 90 degrees and then wait for that hole to pop through. And boom goes the dynamite. There it is. Okay, now I tested it out. The plate fit in perfectly. Yahtzee. Okay, so now we're ready to install this thing to the kayak. I got the plate here, and I was thinking instead of drilling 4 holes into it, I was just going to use this industrial black silicone because it'll make it waterproof, and also it'll stop me from drilling holes in my kayak. Long story short, I ended up still having to drill holes in my kayak because the silicone didn't hold up well. Okay, so when I'm applying this stuff, I'm just going to put a fairly thick ring of it all the way around that post that's going to go into the kayak, and then I'm going to put a little bit of it up in between where the screw holes are. I want this thing to be totally waterproof because I don't want any sort of water seeping into my kayak if it flips over and then it sinks to the bottom of the river and it'll be gone forever. Okay, here's the rod holder all set up on my kayak, looking sexy as ever. Would you just look at it? There's this adjustable attachment here so you can release your rod or lock it into place for trolling. It's got some quick disconnects on it. You just pull this lever on that bottom part there and you can twist it wherever you want. I'm not sure exactly what I'm talking about here, but it's probably boring. And there you go. That is the installed Bass Pro Shops rod holder. Okay, I did end up putting these 2 screws in there on each corner just to secure it so it doesn't fall off. Oh, would you just look at it? Look at that. Would you just look at it? Look at it. Hey guys, today I'm going to be installing a waterproof box onto the kayak. A couple days ago I installed this rod holder here. It worked out pretty well, it's adjustable. One thing that didn't work out for me was I used silicone to seal it to the kayak. Didn't end up working, I ended up having to put 2 self-tapping screws into it because the silicone must have been old or something and it just wasn't setting. But it's on there now, it's set. The silicone anyways will keep it waterproof. And I don't have to worry about this wiggling around anymore. So this is going to be going between my legs here on the kayak. Okay, so the place I'm going to be putting this box is right here on this flat surface between my cup holder and my waterproof pouch for the bag. And then I can keep this box here. I'm going to seal it down with some double stick tape. And I'll be able to keep my phone in here, my batteries, I have a spare battery for the GoPro I'm going to keep in there. And then I have portable phone chargers that I'll be keeping in that too. And this is this resealable Plano box. You see it opens up. And there's this rubber seal in here. Actually, I'm holding it in here right now. The paper towel I soaked in
rub the alcohol, rub it.
Clean up the surface and get it ready for the double stick tape. Definitely want it to be able to adhere to this. It's a little bit of rough plastic, so it should adhere pretty well. Scrub it down. Alright, I'll let that dry for a minute, and that should be pretty good. This is the kind of tape I'm going to be using. It's only 49 cents, but you can't really go wrong with that. I'll get it opened up. And then it comes off. Just got this to hold it on here. Should open up. And then one side of it's sticky. This side's sticky. This side's just smooth, but this peels back. This top layer here, if you can get at it, should peel back. And then you got a sticky side on the inside here too. So I'm going to be applying it on this edge here. There's an edge along here on this box. Apply it to there. I'm not really going to be measuring anything, I can eyeball it. Put it right along that edge, like so. Take my knife, cut it down. Right there. There we go. Alright, now that I got that ready, I'm going to peel back all these edges on our tape. Kind of hard to get the edges on here sometimes. There we go. That one's good. Good. This middle one has to come off. There it goes. And all of them are ready to go. Alright, I'll show you me installing it now. Here's the spot where we're putting it. It's all clean and dried off now. It's a nice smooth surface. We got our box here, our tape on there, and this box opens with the hinge this way, so my box will open that way. That way I can get it all my gear. I'm going to line it up here and stick it down, and hopefully it'll adhere nicely. Nice and hard, make sure it's stuck nicely. That's on there pretty good. Be able to open up our latches. And there we go. That is the waterproof box. There you go, my phone fits in there. Should be able to keep it safe in there. Lift this up, latch it down. And if anything goes wrong, my kayak flips over, we'll have that safe. Alright, kayak's already looking pretty good for next year. Thanks for watching, Creek TV. So far I've got my rod holder on here, my waterproof box, and I'm going to keep you guys updated with whatever else I decide to do with this thing. I want to figure out something along the edge of this to hold my paddle when I'm reeling in fish, just something to clip it in there. I'll see what I can find online for that. But so far, this has been the tutorial for my waterproof box and my rod holder. Thanks for watching Creek TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.